Okay, we are back. And we are down the road from the gathering place, LeAnne and I, to the Riverwalk. And there's Riverwalk Crossing where they have concerts. And it's just a big area where they have restaurants, and it's on the Arkansas River. And yes, this is Oklahoma, but we have the Arkansas River in Oklahoma. And it's owned by the Creek Nation. And there's a casino that I'll show you across the way that they also own. And so one day they want to be able to do shuttles back and forth from the river to the Riverwalk to the casino. And if you could smell the smells we're smelling right now,
it smells so good.
it's
What time is it?
it's so smells very good. Nobody's here. Everybody's still social distancing. They probably just are doing to-go orders, and it can only be halfway full to capacity to keep customers 6 feet apart. But Hi works hard. Yes, we're back. We decided to go down the road to the Riverwalk and check it out. I knew it wouldn't be crowded, and it's not. So that's a good thing. But some of the restaurants here are starting to cook for lunch, and whew, smells good. So we thought there's a trail right down there. So people come down and bike and walk along the river. And there's different, it's further down. This isn't as, it has some awesome restaurants, but it's not, there's a lot of occupancy still left to be had. The vacancies but it's building up. The restaurants that they do have are very worth it. Thank you. Yes, it is a beautiful view. That's why I wanted to come down here, and LeAnne had suggested it. Or were you talking River Parks?
Whatever.
We didn't want to end it so quickly because we couldn't show everything that we wanted to at the gathering place. We decided to come down here because she drives at least 45 minutes to get to my house. Yes. So, we try and take turns to go to different parts of the state that I drive to her, and then she drives to me, etc. But if she's going to drive all this way, we might as well make the most of it. This is Marin's Tap House. Never been, but I hear it's yummy.
I think I've eaten here before was Las Cabos? Did it used to be over here?
It's down there. It's on the very end.
I've been on that end.
Yes. And Andolini's Pizza. Yummy.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yummy. They have a couple of locations. This area used to have a movie theater complex, and they tore it down to make a Topgolf, and I'll show you that. It's at the very end of the center, so you'll see that. Hey Noah, how are you? Thanks for joining. We're just showing different sites around Tulsa. We went to the gathering place first, and now we're at the Riverwalk, where we're social distancing and there aren't many big people here. Yeah, we've got our masks just in case, and normally this place would be a lot more crowded than this. So people are still keeping the social distancing in check. So there's the river. That's what's beautiful. You can sit out here and eat and look at the river. Yes. marble slab. I mean, it's really fun. Even in the really hot summer, it's fun to come out here and just walk around and eat ice cream or whatever.
I've noticed they don't have the tables and benches quarantined off as far as taped off.
That's true.
Some parks and some places has like yellow tape around everything.
This is Burnco. It's a great barbecue place. My nephew works there, and he's one of the chefs that makes the barbecue. He hooks me up sometimes with some yummy stuff. Around the city of Tulsa, there's a NatureWorks organization that makes statues of wildlife. I don't know that this is one of them, but it just reminded me that the park on the way here, called River Parks, has a ton of different statues. One day I should just do a vlog and take you to all the cool statues that they have made and donated. There's a whiskey bar and cigar house. Is Oral Roberts University still in existence? It is. Actually, now that you say that, I'm going to show you a little bit of a view of ORU. Okay, see those real tall gold looking buildings? Those used to be ORU, and then they sold it. One of them they still may use, I'm not sure, but before Oral,
Used to be City of Faith Hospital.
yes,
Tall building.
yes,
I toured it as a kid, but now the campus is actually across the street. I mean, it's always been across the street from that building, but
yes. But yes, in answer to you, yes. They don't, there's
shot.
not as much activity there as there once was in Oral's heyday, but there they are. There's the towers. You know, the university may use a little bit of that, but most of that has been bought out by surgeons. And a friend of mine who's a surgeon, he practices in one of those buildings.
There's a radio station in one of them too.
And if you could hear LeAnne, she said there's a radio station in one of them too. So that is part of the Oral Roberts architecture, which at one point was supposed to be part of the campus, but it's not that far from here. You can't see the praying hands from here, but they're still there. And I was thinking the river would be more full than this, and because off and on we've had some rain. So now we made it to the Flying T. I said Topgolf. It's the Flying T. This used to be a movie theater, and they tore it down to make the Flying T. The Osage Nation bought the Riverwalk when it was floundering and tore it down and made this, which was a very smart move. And they also own, okay, look between those trees at the blue building with the glass blue building. That's one of our casinos, River Spirit Casino, and the Osage own that casino too, and they want someday to fill the river up enough that they can do a shuttle back and forth between the Riverwalk and the casino and take advantage of the tourism.
Kind of gives me a Disney Springs feel.
Oh wow, you're kidding. That's awesome. Yeah, Kathy Lee is probably one of the most recognized people that went to ORU. It was a different time back in that day, because of scandals and what have you. It kind of deteriorated, but it's still there. So is the University of Tulsa, and then campuses for Oklahoma State University and University of Oklahoma. and then junior colleges. So let me just go down a little further where you can see the Flying T. It's so weird not to see people out here. So weird. But I get it. Well, you can kind of see the greens. You know, this is never going to happen again. You and I going on a live stream in a highly populated place and no one's here. But so this is a boot camp. It looks to me like they're open. There's a guy in there. How do you do boot camp and social distance?
Is it like a gym?
Yeah.
They're allowing your trainer and an individual.
Oh, okay.
So they take appointments.
Because I called to get a mani-pedi yesterday, and you have to do it one-on-one. I mean, you have to make an appointment. You can't just walk in like you normally could.
Yeah, the same way with hair.
Yes. So I couldn't get in. I can't get in until next weekend. Wah wah.
Originally, when I first called 2 weeks ago, she said May 6th, but then she had a cancellation, so she called me and I got in a lot earlier.
How are you guys doing with social distancing? I know you've been working outside the home this whole time. Works hard. Lots of academics in that. Yes, lots of academia in this area. It's rubbed off on LeAnne and I.
Yeah.
We are
academic excellence.
we are so astute. I bet my nephew's in there, but I'm not going to bother him. Sure be nice to have some barbecue, though. See, that's what's cool. You have barbecue, then you go next door and you get marble slab ice cream.
Is that where they...
It's a very high-calorie night.
Is that the ice cream that they kind of chisel?
I think so.
Make in rolls or something?
I think, well, no, that's something else.
Oh.
That's a 71st Memorial. But this, it's the same concept. I think you put it on marble slabs and you kind of make...
See, they open for lunch 10:30 to 3.
Oh, so they're open? It says, sorry, we're closed. Meat market open. That's what he does, the meat market. One customer limit.
So I guess you have to call in your order
And come pick it up.
But it looks like people could call it in and even eat it out here.
Yeah.
Because they're not blocking
Well,
anything off.
where'd that guy? There was a guy out here eating a minute ago.
Yeah, he was under that table. He looked like a worker
Oh,
for like one of these areas.
that could be. Oh, that's cool. That's electric bikes.
Yeah.
Like for the trails or just to buy?
You can rent.
Huh.
They're open.
If you could, we should have kept the stream going when we were driving down Riverside. You could see tons of people on the bike and walking paths, which I had already heard was happening, so I kind of avoided that area this whole time.
Some of them weren't social distancing.
No, they were not. They were they were exercising in a running club type atmosphere in a group, but
So
they were young.
Is this your mom, Jean?
Oh, yep.
She said, call Mark, go in the back.
Call Mark. Oh, that's my nephew. Yeah, I know. I can't call him right now because I'm on my phone live streaming, but I might call him to see if he has something for me. Because some of the restaurants are opening, but just doing half capacity. I guess they aren't yet. Well, their tables are set up kind of like family style.
Oh,
It's kind of hard to social distance that way.
kind of like be beer garden at
Yes. Yes. Yep, kind of like the beer garden at Epcot.
I did that for the first time this last trip. That was a neat experience.
Happy Mother's Day, Mom.
Oh yes, it's Mother's Day weekend.
Happy Mother's Day works hard.
I love hearing those planes. It just
I
says
do
it about-
too. Growing up, I used to hear them all the time.
Yeah, I'd lay outside. I'd come home from school and lay out in the grass and listen to the planes.
Guess it's going to
Oh.
Jones Airport.
Jean says this is Nancy.
Oh, hi Nance. Why are you on Mom's? Happy Mother's Day, Nance. Go in the back. Tell them you're his aunt. He will come out. Okay, I'll do that.
The Jones Airport
Is around here, yeah. And that's where all the little planes land, and they've got actually a school, right? Isn't what's the name of that school that they learn how to fly?
Is it Spartan?
Spartan, yeah. Spartan is on Jones's property, I think. This is so weird. Los Cabos is a little more crowded down there. I can see that. It's a bummer that some of those Mexican restaurants missed out on Cinco de Mayo.
So it looks like, are they dining at Los Cabos?
Looks like it.
You would think that since we're in phase one, if they had an open area and tables or stuff that they could spread out. They put
Right.
tablecloths down.
So they're probably one that can pull that off. This is a fondue restaurant called The Melting Pot.
I have never tried.
I
it.
have never been either. Never
I hear
been.
about it all the time.
They always make it like it's a romantic little spot where you
Oh.
go for a date. Well, that kind of rules me out, doesn't it?
Hey, you want to get up here and sing and I'll film you? You have no audience.
We're going to give a concert now.
This is the stage.
Neither of us can sing, but we're going to do it anyway. Yeah, this is the stage for their outdoor concerts.
They have some pretty good, big Christian groups that come in too.
Yeah,
Here.
it's fun. It's really fun. There's another view, works hard, of the ORU buildings, or what would be the ORU buildings. There is a much bigger, the university is actually across the street from that. That was just something Oral added near the end of his reign that never took hold.
If we try real hard, we might could imagine this is Epcot. And
There's another beach. Yeah. We're in Tulsa, folks. So, ooh, LeAnne, look. Look at that little bitty bird.
oh,
How weird is that? What is that?
I don't know.
What is that? Like, I've never seen a bird that small.
You talking about the one at the water's edge?
Yes! I mean, if it were that small, it'd still be in a nest. That's weird. Maybe it's a tern. We're discovering nature out here. The wildlife of the Arkansas River. Did Mark Way Up come in here yet?
No, I don't think he made it back.
Was a bird a finch? It's not a finch. I know what a finch. Okay, let me see if I can zoom in on it. Can you see that little thing walking along the water's edge? I mean, it's tiny. Oh, I don't see it now. Did it flew? Oh my. Yeah, there it is. It's flying across the water. Oh my goodness. Okay, I didn't mean to get so excited there, but I've never seen a bird that small. I have finches that come into my backyard, so I know what a finch looks like. It must be some sort of a tern or a,
I have bird books at home.
I don't know. Someday I want to do some bird watching and learn about birds. That sounds like an old person thing to do, doesn't it? I want to look at birds.
I sit at my house and look at birds all the time.
I look at them. I just have never really researched them to see what they are. They might be having a party or something. Maybe somebody had a wedding today. Works hard said yes.
So now you can get a good shot of the casino too.
Okay, there's a better shot of River Spirit Casino. So the tribe that owns River Spirit also owns Riverwalk, and they see it's really not that far away. So they're hoping to set up a shuttle one day on the river to go back and forth to land at the Riverwalk and then shuttle them back to the casino when they've done their thing. Okay, well, they're setting up for something. Don't know what. So that's just a little touch of the gathering place and now the Riverwalk. Nothing super exciting, but it's like an outside Mall of America.
Without the rides.
Without the rides and
without being indoors.
without the huge mall and without, yeah.
A lot of it's mainly restaurants.
It is. It is. They haven't got many other people to move in besides restaurants, but they do a great business with the restaurants, so that keeps them afloat. There's a nail
I don't
salon.
know why people don't enjoy this more.
Well, and they do. That's why it's so weird to not see people out here. Weird, weird, weird. But we are still in phase 1. So if you can't go to Disney parks, is this not the next best thing? Wah wah. Although Disney Springs opens today, so we'll see if anybody live streams from Disney Springs.
What's a raw bar?
I don't know if that means. Anybody know what a raw bar is? Do they mean sushi?
That's what I was wondering.
Yes, works hard. We're in phase 1 of reopening. So you're supposed to still social distance. Restaurants can open, but they have to make sure that their tabletops are 6 feet away from the other tabletop. So a lot of them have not reopened because they don't want to hassle with it, and they're not going to get that many people come in anyway to help pay the bills. What else is in phase 1?
Churches can go back to, but they cannot not have any children's services, and they have to be 6 feet apart. So you have to have chairs in between your family and other families. Empty chairs. And what else is in it?
You can go to beauty's part, get your
appointments.
Yeah, you have to make appointments to get your hair done or get your nails done, but you can go in one-on-one, but you have to wait in the car until your name is called or until they call you, and then you can go in. You can't just linger inside.
And you're supposed to wear a mask, I believe.
You're supposed to wear a mask everywhere. I haven't seen that happening, but you know what?
And I have my mask here from Lori E. Back.
Yay, Lori!
She's been making masks. She's not been feeling well lately.
No, she's under the weather, maybe getting tested. I want to show you these bears before we sign off.
There's bear tracks too.
Oh, look. Here's a good sign that there are bears here. Eek! And then we can walk through, follow the bear tracks. Mind you, I've never seen a bear in Oklahoma, but I know they exist. Just like Bigfoot, I know that he exists, but I've never seen one before. Okay, here's, we found the bear. There he is. He's so cute. Okay, we're gonna sign off, partly because I'm hungry and partly because we already saw everything really that there is to see. A raw bar pertains to seafood. Okay. And Noah said raw bar is a bar that also sells oysters and seafood. Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense because that I think exactly what they do. That's right. We just haven't been in it yet. Thank you all for joining us. I hope to reappear more often. I just gotta do something that I think people think would be interesting, and that's kind of hard when you live in Oklahoma. But I don't know, we talked about maybe going to Tallgrass Prairie at some point and going to see buffalo.
And the site of where the red fern was filmed, the red fern grows.
Yep. Go to the Oklahoma City bombing
And
site.
I did find Mr. Ed's grave on one of my
She
adventures.
did. She did. Go check out her video on Mr. Ed's grave.
These people are probably so young they don't remember Mr. Ed.
Thank you, Noah. Thank you, Works Hard. Thanks, Nance, if you're still on there, and anybody else. I don't think Mark Way Up was supposed to join us, but I don't think he ever did. But thank
He
you, Mark.
joined on the last stream
At
as
the
we
end.
signed off. And so we were off as he came on. But thanks for watching, Mark. What little you got to see.
That's right. And
You
anybody
made
else?
the effort, Mark.
That was weird. It did that on its own. And thank you all for joining us, and thank you for anyone who happens to watch. We appreciate you. If you would like to subscribe, hit the like button, and hit the bell so that when we go live again, you can see more interesting things in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Well, Oklahoma, period. We're going all over. And then at some point, we're going to even go to Missouri.
Yes, and visit Walt Disney's hometown.
Yep.
That's
So
gonna be exciting.
stay tuned for that. We planned it, and then things came up, and then the virus hit, and how
It just
weird
was
is that?
It doesn't like me.
It just
The camera doesn't
flips.
like me. I know that.
It did that on its own. Okay, so remember, if you have the choice, choose kindness.
And you have this one life to live. So go out and capture your moments just like these.
Bye. Thank you.